Thank you for joining us. It wasn't necessarily pretty, but we got the job done. 3 points here at home against Atkinson. Can I get your reflection on the game?
Yeah, well, I think you've summed it up really. We weren't at our best. I think we've played a lot better this season and probably come out on the wrong end of results. So yeah, it's pleasing to be the opposite side of it. But I still think we were the better team of the two. I still think we deserved the win. But yeah, it certainly wasn't necessarily our standards on the ball. But we worked hard and thankfully we got the 3 points that we really needed.
Yeah, it was obviously a hard-earned 3 points against what is a very good Harrogate side. They've been, tremendous on the road this season. Were they particularly hard to break down going forward?
Yeah, they were, but we expected that because Harrogate, we know all about them. We've done our work on them. The coaching staff are really thorough in what they do and what they tell us. So we knew it was going to be a tough game. We knew how hard they worked and how hard it was going to be to get those chances. But it was about trying to play our stuff as best we can and not get disheartened when things weren't working, and to keep plugging away. And obviously Crawley scoring from a corner, which is probably the unusual one of the season, but it's something that he thoroughly deserved because he's been working so hard and doing so much work for the team. So we're all thrilled that he was the one who scored.
On a personal note for yourself, obviously more minutes on your return from injury. It must be pleasing to get back out there and contribute to some good results.
Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating than being injured, especially when the team aren't necessarily picking up the results that we expect and we deserve. So you just want to get back out there as soon as possible, and thankfully the medical team helped me get back quicker than I was expecting to. So obviously so far we've had a couple of poor results in terms of losing to Notts and losing to Barrow, but Accrington and then again today is definitely positive. So hopefully that's us on the right direction again. Yeah,
and are you feeling sort of ready to go now? Obviously, it's been a while since you've obviously played 90 minutes, so you're just edging closer and closer to that day by day, I imagine.
Yeah, no, it's obviously this league's unforgiving. So when you lose a week or two from injury or you drop out of the team, it's hard to get that fitness back. But obviously the managers me very well, and yeah, I'm feeling fit and ready to play as much as I can.
Yeah, plenty of games to look forward to as well. Obviously, trip back to Nottingham on Tuesday night. It's going to be a long one, isn't it? But a result like this is brilliant to take into a game like that, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Obviously, looking at their result today as well, they're going to be wanting to bounce back. So we know from a week and a half or so ago that it's a tough place to go. And obviously, I played there for a couple of years, so I know that when their fans are on side, it really is a tough place to get 3 points. But we thoroughly believe in what we're doing here and who we've got in the dressing room, and we expect to go there and put on a better performance in terms of on the ball today, on Tuesday, and yeah, we expect to take the game to them.
Cool.
Yes. Is it a sign of a good team that you can win that game today? Obviously, when things weren't going your way, to manage to find that late winner.
Yeah, of course they always say good teams lose when they're not playing their best, and I think that's what we showed today. But I don't think there's anyone in this dressing room thinks that we're not a good team, and I think we're proving that to people now. We've got really good players who have a lot of experience at this league and above, and obviously we've got people who have come up from non-league, like such as myself, who have got a point to prove, and I think that all stems for a lot of desire and a lot of hard work. And like I say, if we can get the tactical bits right and the technical bits right, we'll not be far off.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously it was a really strong defensive performance. Scott mentioned that Lawrence was playing with the illness, and there's some players obviously in makeshift positions. How much of a credit to the team is that people can carry on no matter how difficult the situation is?
Yeah, no, it's massive, and it spurs everybody else on when you know that someone's struggling, but yet they're still giving everything and they're out there for 90 plus minutes. Obviously, like, so Loz was struggling a little bit today. We had obviously Kellen playing in an unfamiliar position, and then you've got Jay getting studded in the face and having to get his lip glued back together at half time. So things like that, and you're looking, and those are the hard men of the team, so to speak. So when you look at that and you see them putting their bodies on the line like that, it spurs everybody else on.
Yeah, and it's your third home win on the bounce in all competitions. Is Crawley coming to give it a bit of a fortress and making it difficult for teams to come and get points here?
Yeah, well, obviously I've only been here since the start of the season, but it was one of the things that the manager touched on, that since he's come in, we've been really good at home. So it's something that we want to continue, but ultimately we really do need to pick up away forms as well and pick up points on the road. So yeah, of course, when we're at home and we've got the fans behind us, we want to keep winning and keep putting in good performances. But yeah, we're all conscious of turning that into away performances as well.
Thanks, Adam. Cheers.
Adam, a goal involvement for you today in Gladwin's goal. Clyde getting the winner. Obviously, Daniela's been on fire recently. How formidable is this front three of you lot up front, and how great can this be for the course of the season and the future?
Yeah, I think it's easy to get carried away in terms of when you look at the people who are scoring or involved in goals, but it's the work that everybody's doing, and ultimately it's the same. We touched on the defence there, it's the same, we're going backwards. So yeah, obviously for confidence wise, it's brilliant when you've got people like Dan up front, and you know if he gets a chance he's going to put it away. Obviously Clyde, like you said today, and then they block all that off. You've got lads who can smash him in from 30 yards out, so it's very helpful, and it kind of just gives opposition something else to think about. And then when the closing glads down, it then opens up space for myself and Clyde to get on the ball and do our bits higher up the pitch. So yeah, it's working well so far.
Back-to-back home league wins now. Are these just the kind of positives to sort of go into Tuesday's game? Obviously it's coming quite quick after playing today.
Yeah, but I think if you asked anybody, they'd rather play games than train. So as much as the games do come around thick and fast, and it is tough and it is hard work, we'd all rather play than be training. So you go into a lovely ground, you go into a good team who are full of confidence, and it's up to us to then go there and put our stamp on the game and show everybody what we're about. So no, it's something that we're very much looking forward to. But yeah, home form has got to be something that we look to build on and like you say, take momentum into next games.
Brilliant, cheers Adam.